Yeah.
Oh, you said yeah. Oh, okay, so that was actual praise. I thought you were going like, it was alright.
You should
Mediocre.
have, like,
Guy in
double
it was
dipped
an
Skylar.
asshole.
Like, told him, hey, if you want to get my reaction to your reaction, you have to watch my reaction video.
Dude, I
You
would
should
so
do
do
that one
that.
time.
And then Jesse Cox and Krindor did that for a while. And what ended up happening is they kept doing reaction videos to each other's reaction videos to the point where they were like 7 episodes deep of reacting to each other's reactions. They just kept going with it. Eventually they stopped, but I have no idea how high it got before they did. I watched a couple of them. They were all pretty funny. Well, anyways, I guess I gotta do an intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. This is not Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's gonna be one of the main topics of discussion tonight. I'm joined by a large group of people. And that group of people includes... Skylar. Say hi, Skylar.
Hi, Skylar.
Good. Good. It also includes Pat. Say hi, Pat. Pat's dead. Pat can't say hi. But maybe he will eventually. And of course, Twitch's bad boy. We are joined by Sebastian. Say hi, Sebastian.
I don't like that.
You don't like being Twitch's bad boy?
I don't like intros. I'm just trying to be here.
You're just trying to exist.
You're the type of like wrestler in the WWE that doesn't like walk out into the aisle. They just like come out from under the stage or some shit. Like
Yeah, he just
Hornswoggle.
comes back from commercial break and I'm just there.
That'd be really funny. Well, then again, that's kind of Pat. Like, Pat's currently gone, and I assume he's just gonna pop up at some point and give his opinion like he always does. I love that about Pat. I love that he can just be gone, and then suddenly I'll hear, well, this is what I think, and I'm like, oh, damn, Pat's back. I love that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about Five Nights at Fredward's. Christy even commented, are we talking about the trailer? Yes, we are. In fact, let's tell them about what we did before starting the stream. So, I mentioned to Sebastian, hey, we're going to be talking about a FNAF a lot tonight. You might want to watch the trailer. And we got him to.
About a FNAF.
So, Sebastian, do you want to talk about your opinion on the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise and how much you care for it, briefly, before we get into it?
Or lack thereof, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not really a big fan of the franchise. Not really a fan of the guy behind it. Don't like Josh Hutcherson, but I guess that's more the movie. But...
Well, that is what we're talking about tonight. How do you feel about the big Lillard?
I don't know what that is.
Matthew Lillard.
Lillard? Was he in the trailer?
Yeah, he's going to play the main villain.
Oh, I think he's alright in some things. Like, I think he's a good character actor. I've never seen him be the lead in anything, I don't think, besides Scooby-Doo.
His magnum opus.
Besides the one thing he's known as being a lead character in.
I mean, I like Lillard. I don't...
Yeah, I don't dislike him.
I don't know how he's going to do in this role, because in the games, William Afton is a guy with a British accent, and he's kind of nefarious and crafty. He's supposed to be a super genius. And don't get me wrong, I love me some Matthew Lillard. I just don't know if I see super genius. Christy, what did you think of the trailer? Let's get a gauge of that. Also, hello everybody. We got 4 people watching. Also, is Pat back yet, or is Pat still dead?
I've been
here. Telling me the guy
oh, you are back.
Head
Yay!
By a TV in Scream is not a super genius.
I'm gonna go ahead and say a firm no. I don't really see him as a super genius. By the way, there were all these rumors that he was gonna come back in Scream 6. He just kind of didn't.
Yeah, I mean, we saw his picture.
Oh yeah, my bad. So yeah, full cameo there from Matthew Lillard.
His outfit.
Christy comments. Oh, what was that?
I said, and his outfit.
No, someone else beside you was speaking. Was it?
Pat doing a grunt, maybe?
I didn't hear enough, so it sounded like it could have been Pat or Sebastian.
It was.
Well, I'm on the IMDb because that's where I always go, and I see 3 names I recognize from the games and stuff. I see Afton, Mike Schmidt, and I think Vanessa is a name.
Vanessa's in the trailer.
No, I know. I meant like from something, or is that just?
That is Vanessa, I believe. I don't know the actress's name.
And then Freddie, Bonnie, and Chica all have actors attached to them. So I'm assuming those are they probably will talk.
Anybody we know? Like any
No. At least not looking at them, but I can.
Well, I'm wondering if they're like voice actors or if they're actors they got like. I guess what I'm asking is, it's not like Chris Pratt's gonna be Freddy Fazbear, is it?
Well, he is now. Spoken
Okay, so
resistance.
And Sebastian screams.
Okay, so the person who is Chica is normally a stunt woman, so I'm guessing it's probably literally the person in the costume.
Okay.
Which, that's another thing I like to point out. It's nice to see that those seem to be mostly costumes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought they looked. I mean, we got a FNAF hater here, so I guess we'll see what Sebastian thinks. But I thought like they were made by the Jim Henson Company. I thought they were pretty good. But like, I don't know. I like how they look. I think they look creepy. I'm also a little confused why Bonnie is blue. I wonder if that has some sort of story significance, or if that's just a design choice they made. Yeah, you laugh. Sebastian, I heard you laugh there. Let me explain this. Let me explain why I say maybe that has story significance. If an animatronic changes color, it 100% means something in this franchise. It always has.
Okay, so
He's more purple than blue in the first game, though, Pat.
Bonnie is also a stuntman, so I guess these are people in the suits.
Okay.
Which, the fact that they're stuntmen probably tells me these things are going to get thrown somehow, or are going to do that to people.
Hi, Alice. Welcome in. I believe Christy commented. I don't believe. I can see it right in front of me. Confirmed. Christy commented. I don't believe in Christy. She's not real. Christy says, well, I'm very interested in the weird spiky death trap in the animatronic trying to kill the protag.
Oh yeah, it's the Saw movie now.
It almost looked like that was the scooping thing, but I'm like, that's not.
It
But
looks...
was his face at height, so.
So you know how in the first game it was all like, oh, don't get stuffed into a Fazbear suit? I think that's what was happening.
Gek has summoned the Death Kitty.
I saw, and I hate to tell you this, Gek. He's already here. He's right next to me.
Plotting your demise, I assume.
So
As
just
always.
the spring locks? I hesitate to say that it's like
Those
straight
don't
up a spring lock suit. But
they
like,
literally like saw blades.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I even talked about it in my reaction a little, where I was like, is that like just what's in all of them? I was a bit confused by that too.
I didn't realize he was going to be in the movie. I must not pay attention.
Gek
The guy
says,
who was playing Mike Schmidt.
Josh Hutcherson?
Yeah, he was in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, he was PETA.
That's one. I Don't think that's the only thing I know him from.
A horse is here.
He was also
Peter. Pet that adorable... Gek comments, pet that adorable fucker, and I don't mean Sebastian.
Nice.
So sorry, Sebastian. You're not getting pets tonight.
Appreciate the shout out.
Not from Kneale.
Not from me. I am petting Mortis, though. I will take the hint. God, so many people in the chat tonight. We got 5 beautiful people.
I like how the one... I think we see her in the trailer for like a split second, but there's some woman we see. And I like how in the credits here it just says female villain. Okay, so we know that much. She's a bad person.
She's a bad person. That's interesting
we don't
to know.
I can't imagine... I can't think of any female... It's probably someone just for the movie, I'm assuming.
Well...
Unless they'll use a name.
I have a theory, and it's...
Mrs. Afton. There you go, that's my theory.
You think that might... She looks a little young to be Mrs. Afton, but...
No, not that one. The other one.
The one at
There's another woman. There's an adult woman we see.
Oh, really? I thought you meant the woman at the start, who's like...
No, that is Vanessa, I think.
The one in the outfit saying, "Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza."
Not her. There's another woman, you see her for like a second later on.
Oh, I had no idea.
I'm looking at the trailer again, because I'm pretty sure you see this person.
Can you take a screenshot of her and send it to me? Maybe I can try to figure out who she is with my brain parts. Also, guys, here's the hot alien from Ty. I've talked about this a bit, but here she is again. More cute than hot, but... she's a good-looking alien.
I need to show you
Yeah,
Adon from Turok. See what you think of her.
Or the dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, Turok's the dinosaur hunter.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have the scaly crowd.
Adon's not a scaly, sadly.
Are you saying I'm a scaly? Is that the joke? Are you calling me a
No, I'm
scaly?
saying, like, the dinosaurs can be hot. I'm trying just to appeal to everybody.
Are you a scaly?
Well, it says... No, it's that woman who looks like she's kneeling down in the restaurant for a second, and apparently she's a female. She didn't look like a villain. But I don't know who she could be, but... We also have a bunch of other characters that are randomly named. There's Max, who I think that name's made up for the movie. I don't know if they're pulling from the books. They could be.
I don't think that... There might be a Max in the books, but
There's
it'll be real confusing if they are.
There's Jeremiah. We have a Hank.
So people are theorizing that Hank is Henry from the
We
games.
have Abby. We have Kim. We have young Mike Schmidt.
Oh,
That's interesting.
That's complicated. Right off the bat.
So I'm guessing we're gonna put him. He has something to do with the place, even though I don't think he ever did.
Did you notice what I noticed, Pat?
Huh?
In the trailer. Well, hold on. Let's look at this sexy alien Skylar sent me, because that's the most important thing. Will I fuck this alien? That's the big debate. So this is from Turok, right?
Turok 2. Apparently
still
she
loading.
looks different in other ones. She looks more regular human in some of the other Turok games.
I mean, she looks much closer to human than I'm going for. Like, if you're gonna bang it... Well, she doesn't have ears. On the smash or pass scale, I would say this is a medium smash. This is a maybe smash. What's her personality? Is she nice? Can I go on dates with her?
She's kind of like the person that's like, you're to do this, Turok. You can do this. Go do this, and it'll save the world, Turok.
Yeah, no, I'm going from smash to pass.
I think she changes a few times. I think she is like actual badass whenever she actually does fight. But
well, now I'm just imagining her with that voice.
that's kind of what
Pretty
her
hot.
voice is in Turok 2. But Turok 2 was in that area where like voice acting was kind of like
Oh no.
new in video games. It gives you
I
that.
see.
Okay, so
Like
Well,
there's like a key you can hit, and it's like, and you get these keys, and it opens up a warp portal. And she goes, warp portal activated. And then you're like, okay. Then she goes, warp portal.
She can activate my warp portal. Ah, God, that's a terrible joke. But the thing I was thinking about, Pat, the thing I was referencing, is in the trailer, we see 5 kids, and one of them has bunny ears, like a paper mache hat with bunny ears. And one of them is wearing all yellow, and it's the girl, and I was like, oh shit, are these the 5 kids? Like, are these the ghosts of the kids that died?
probably.
I'm thinking it is. That was my big theory. Also, Elvish comments, hey, all. Also, Gex says, you mean the bland-voiced white alien from Turok in the skimpy outfit? Was the outfit that skimpy, though?
Just shows
Not-
midriff.
Not skimpy enough. Midriff is never enough.
You know,
Wow.
I probably shouldn't take much stock in this, but I like how the director of Five Nights at Freddy's is somewhat a complete nobody. And like, is that a wise idea?
I mean, it depends. If you get like a lesser known director, like you can usually, like, if it's a studio led project, usually they will go for lesser known directors. That way, like, they're easier to work with.
They have a movie called The Wind that doesn't.
Also, chat, I was very much joking about the whole it's not skippy enough thing. Just want to make that clear. Here's the other alien. This is her sister. Not as hot. And there we go.
See the other picture of Adon?
Nah. I've already said pass.
Let's see, we have 3 writers for this film.
The decision has been made, Skylar. I have to stick by it.
The director is also writing the film. Scott Cawthon is on the writing credits. And
Elvish says, I assume you've seen the FNAF movie trailer. That's what we're talking about tonight.
Yes. And the 3rd writer is a man called Seth Cuddyback. The fuck is that name?
It's a cool name.
Cuddyback?
Toys of Turok?
And his other credits are nothing else either. So we went boo basically. Let's get people no one knows, and that way if it. He has a film. This guy has a film he wrote called Death Ranch.
Death Ranch, where farming strikes back.
And the music is
Or
actually
a delicious, tasty treat that kills you.
Death Ranch is a delicious... it's not delicious if it kills you, Sky.
Okay.
Now, well, the person who made the music for the movie we know.
Oh?
I'm gonna interrupt all this to say hi back to Elvish Laddie.
The director, the composer for the film is Tyler Bates, who has done John Wick, Deadpool 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. What the fuck? Is that where all the money went? The animatronics and then him.
I mean, the animatronics look good.
That's what I mean. It's like, did they give all the money to him and then made the animatronics?
I mean, that is a hell of a repertoire. Like, I like the music in Deadpool a lot, and Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of classic for its music. Also, I'm in a giant robot now, because that's the part of the game we've reached. Welcome.
He also did music for God of War Ascension. He's done He did music for that TV show Symbiotic Titan. What?
Symbiotic Titan?
Okay,
Me and Skylar watched that.
Yeah, I'm looking at this guy's
It wasn't my
thing.
favorite show, but it was definitely something.
I'm looking at this guy's thing. I'm like, I can't. What the hell kind of music is going to be in this movie?
I think you might have been there when I watched the first episode of this too. Do you remember Symbiotic Titan?
Did you say me?
Yeah, you.
No, I don't.
It's like
Familiar with me.
I don't know if it's an anime or an anime-inspired show, but it was on.
Inspired. It was on Cartoon. Yeah.
It was on Cartoon Network. It was about these three. It was about these three people. I think one of them might have been an alien, and one was like a robot. And if they like all matched together, they could make like a giant robot.
Well, that gave away something.
Oh, did I give away something?
No, the credits.
Oh,
I don't even know if I want. I don't even know if I want to say it.
is it like? Is it tasty?
You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. It's like, yeah, of course he is.
Fuck it,
There it
Pat.
says, huh?
I said fuck it.
It says animatronic puppeteer in the credits, and it says for Freddy Fazbear and Golden Freddy. I mean, yeah, we're gonna see Golden Freddy. Of course we are. Why the hell wouldn't we?
I mean, there were 5 kids in that one shot.
Expensive.
So that does tell you though that they're puppeteers. So that means these things are actually there. They're not. Like
It also
I think-
confirms that the person in the first teaser was not Freddy, but actually Golden Freddy, because like Freddy has his ear in the trailer.
I love how. What do I have to do to get this credit? Animatronics Wrangler. I want that credit.
You gotta wrangle an animatronic.
Back over here.
Back, Freddy! Back! Get out! Nope.
Well, how do you get them back in the rooms at the end of the night? They don't walk
No
there by
potential.
themselves.
How do we feel about the way it looks, Elvis? I like
Do
the way
you
it
want to
looks.
fuck the animatronics?
No, I already did, but that's besides the point. I don't.
Well, Pat, we have to ask everybody. We gotta get opinions
true.
around the table.
Which one's sexiest?
Skylar, do you want to fuck the animatronics?
You already know he does. I already know which one too.
The duck one?
I haven't seen much.
Nah, it's gotta be Foxy.
Which one's
I
that?
saw eyeballs. That's it.
Sebastian,
Wax, that's true. We didn't
hold
see
on. Sebastian, which one do you think Foxy is?
Actually,
I don't.
we saw
I'm not
eyeballs.
familiar with
I don't think
any
we
of
saw
the lore.
Foxy.
Just when you hear the name Foxy.
I didn't see it in the trailer. So
No, I don't think Foxy's
know.
in the trailer.
Foxy's foot is in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, if you're in a
Animatronic.
feed,
Yeah, we
then
talk-
I guess you would choose that one. But I would choose the duck one. Like.
Let's see. We have. Oh, we have another. We have another spoiler.
Well, you don't like pirates, Sebastian?
Is there a pirate one?
Yeah, that's the
Foxy's
fox.
I do like pirates, but I'm still gonna.
Would you like
stick
to
with
know the
duck,
other-
I think.
Would you like to know the other one?
I would, I suppose.
Would you, Neil?
Sure, of course.
We got the puppeteers. You know, we got Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, the puppet.
By the way,
Well-
LB, you can join us if you wish.
You know, I'm not really surprised the puppet's mentioned because I feel like, yeah, they'll probably just put him there somewhere.
You kind of have to. The puppet was the first one to die.
That is true. Well, also the fact that it says it's a puppeteer, so this thing is going to move. I'm actually curious to see what it looks like. Are they actually going to keep it skinny? Or are they going to... Or is it going to be like the security puppet type thing? Which actually, that's possible.
The rumor I heard is that they are combining the first 2 games into one movie. So, if I had to make a prediction right now, I think towards the middle we're gonna meet, like, Hank, and it's gonna turn out he's Henry. We're gonna see the scene where William Afton kills his daughter. And then, at the end, I think the big, like, mic drop is it's gonna end on Springtrap becoming a thing. And then the sequel will be like, oh, we gotta deal with Springtrap in the sequel, and then maybe the, like, you know, ending twist of the sequel is Vanny gets possessed, and then the third movie we deal with Glitch Trap.
I just...
It'll
That's
be
still, I get
interesting
kicked.
to see how they tackle the fact that the place doesn't get fucking shut down.
Well, the way they seem to have tackled it, if the trailer's anything to go by, is the place is already shut down when the game starts, or the film starts.
Well, yeah, but there's gotta be more, so they're gonna have to build more.
Yeah, that's true. I can't wait to see where it goes. Foxy before Melted Eyes says, Gek, let's read the chat real quick for a little bit, because I've kind of been ignoring them. Christy says, so potentially Cassidy. I mean, if Golden Freddy's in it, Cassidy's in it too. Christy likes the way it looks. And Alice just comments animatronics, question mark. Well, I wonder...
Say what we were talking about.
Well, I wonder if that was in response to when we were talking about, like, would we fuck the animatronics, which I think is funny, because in one of my, like, streams, Alice definitely said she would fuck the hell out of a good chunk of the animatronics.
Really quickly, I'm changing my answer. I googled Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. It looks like there's a rabbit that's got, like, a bow tie and a banjo.
It's a guitar, but yes.
In the picture I'm seeing, at least one of them's a banjo. That's my new answer.
That's probably one of the other variants for Bonnie. Is it? Well, Toy Bonnie has a guitar.
Do you want to fuck him solely for the banjo, or is that like a bonus?
And the bow tie. He's got some style.
Well, what about Freddy? Freddy's got a bow tie and a little hat.
Alice says, do you remember which one I said I would fuck the most?
Roxy.
But does Freddy have the banjo, Neil?
Freddy does
Roxy's
not have the banjo. But
Roxy's up there for me, but...
I will say that if any of the animatronics are hot, Roxy is probably the hottest.
The only other one I would say as well is, for me, is one you don't see much, but when I do, I approve. It's Fun Time Chica. I think that was intentional.
On Google Images, like I said, I just googled Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. I found somebody posted a tier list. Is there one that's just Freddy in a sombrero?
No, that's El Chip. He's a beaver.
He's a beaver.
He's a completely different guy.
That's my second pick.
El Chip?
Why does that name look familiar? I'm looking at the musician. Why does it... Butch Vig. Why do you sound familiar? What is that name? I know
Butch
you.
Vig? Alice says, I'd let Roxy peg the fuck out of me.
Which one's Roxy?
Roxanne Wolf. She's one of the newest ones. She, like, replaced Foxy for a game.
She's from Security Breach.
Look up Glam Rock animatronics, Sebastian.
A lot of good ones. There's a Gator Man, too.
Christy commented, how unfortunate.
I don't think we'll be seeing her.
Well, why the fuck not?
Who
Why
the hell
can't
knows, to be
why
honest?
can't Balloon Boy be in this fucker?
I mean, he might.
I mean, it is an adaptation of, if this is to be believed, and I don't know if this is confirmed, it might just be a rumor I heard. If it is a combination of FNAF 1 and 2, Balloon Boy was in FNAF 2.
I do like some of the
Glam Rocks.
Glam Rock animatronics. Like the
They're well
alligator with
designed.
the glasses.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, that's why I know Butch Vig.
That's Monty.
Butch Vig
Montgomery.
was in the band Garbage, the ones who did I Think I'm Paranoid.
Yeah, for the glam rock ones, I like the alligator man, the wolf girl, and then the
Songs composed and conducted by
I don't know, the duck one.
Well,
She's a
Well, that's
triple.
interesting.
She
Sebastian,
does look more like a duck in that one.
do you know who Music Man is?
No.
I
So
had
go
to hold
ahead.
back so bad, Neil. I almost did.
So,
But,
why don't you look up FNAF Security Breach Music Man?
I do like this.
I had to bite my lip again. But I looked in the music department for the movie. Yes, I'm still looking at this. There's a other composer. Oh, he's like a conductor
Oh, no.
slash music adaptation, so I'm guessing that means he's probably going to be responsible for taking probably the music from the games and making it sound like it would fit with the movie.
I mean,
I know this man.
The trailer, like, I know that's like a song that isn't just associated with Five Nights at Freddy's. At least I'm pretty sure it is. But that is technically the song that Freddy plays when he kills you, right? Mm-hmm. The whole dun 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 dun.
Yeah, but I know this man. His name's Jason Graves. He has done music for the newer Tomb Raider games. He's done the Dark Pictures games.
Did those games have good music? Either of them, Dark Pictures or Tomb Raider?
I can't really speak to their music.
Dark
I didn't like the Dark
Pictures
Pictures games, though.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on how much, like, horror music's kind of hard to do in the first place, because...
He also did the Dead Space games.
Gotta sell this...
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so
atmospheric music.
It's kind of funny how more trusting in the composers than the rest of the stuff. So the music's probably gonna be fine.
I wonder if they'll use the YouTube-y Five Nights at Freddy's, because like
probably in the credits, if anything.
That song really did help the game take off. Like, I would say that song played a role. So I do really hope they use it. By the way, chat, if you got any questions or any non-FNAF related topics you'd like us to talk about when we're done talking about the trailer, leave them in the comments and we can have discussions.
The way we go, though, we go all over the place, so...
Yeah, we...
Like, it would be like, wait, what was this stream about? And it's like, oh yeah, FNAF.
Yeah, that is in the title. Also, Elvish, thank you for shouting out Alice.
Dragon's Dogma Dark what?
Arisen.
Is that like the new one, or is that like...
It was the expansion pack, but yeah, it's like one bundle now for the next.
I knew about
but the PS4, Xbox One version.
You know, I like how when you look up the trailer reactions for FNAF, it's like half the people are video game people, which makes sense because I guarantee a lot of other people who just watch movies are going to be like they're not going to give a fuck.
Hey Pat, who's that asshole that Elvis just shouted out? The other asshole. not the most latest asshole. That's Skylar.
I got confused. I'm like, why does it say I was playing GoldenEye? But that's because there was that one time we were trying to test the Discord thing to see if they could hear you, because you were on like. Because Discord's on the PlayStation now, if I recall, you can use it.
Yeah, it's finicky, but you can use it.
I also learned there's a way you can get onto like Twitch or YouTube and have it in picture in picture stuff. You can have YouTube playing in like the corner. You just have to send the link to YouTube and through messages on your friend for your friend.
I remember.
Try that.
God dang! You know, I just realized what's his name who's playing Mike Schmidt looks like.
What's he look like?
When you kind of glance at him in the trailer, he looks a little bit like Pedro Pascal. For like a second, until you realize he doesn't have a mustache.
I don't see it personally.
I think I kind of thought the same thing.
Really?
But not.
Yeah, because like he looks like somebody else. That's one of them. It's like him.
Huh.
Okay, another question since I just thought about it.
Oh, damn it. I undershot.
So, I'm pretty sure we're going to hear Scott Cawthon in the movie. We gotta.
He's got to be phone guy.
Yeah, he's got to be. I wouldn't mind having him like record stuff where he's actually talking to the security guard, or maybe newer things.
I mean,
also
it could also be like a Mario movie situation where it's like, oh no, he just shows up as a one-off character and he's like, hi, and then he leaves.
I mean, honestly, having him show up on screen for just a little bit, that would be like fun for people who know what he looks like. It'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, people are like, hey, I know who that is, and other people are like, who? So we think any YouTubers are gonna cameo.
I mean, Mark said he's not in it. So either he's lying to make it a surprise.
I've seen, what's his name, Corey X Kenshin. People seem to think he is. I don't know why, though. He'll probably play someone that... I can see that, like, in the Fazbear video, like what Elvis said. Maybe we might see some people cameo in there. I could see that. Pedro is a generally nice... I'm not saying that. He bought everyone... He bought everyone on cast and crew of The Last of Us 5 guys. I mean, he's got the money. He can do that. You just imagine like this truckload of it just shows up on the set. Really it's like, hey.
I killed him.
Actually, speaking of Pedro, there's this really fun video of him and Ewan McGregor.
Now, are you?
Of him and Ewan McGregor talking to each other.
Him and Pat talk.
That's fun.
Him and Pat text.
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe I know him. You don't know that.
I know that you know him. That's why I'm saying you talk in text. He also did a cute interview with Bella Ramsey asking each other questions. I have still not seen Last of Us. I know you mentioned we should watch it together, Elvish. I'd still be down to do that at some point. Have you seen Last of Us, the show, Sebastian?
Yeah, I've seen all of it. I even talked to Elvish about it when it was like first started. There was one time you left the stream. I stayed, talked a little bit.
I thought you were about to say, I even talked to Pedro Pascal about it.
No. Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Did you like it?
About it?
I liked it. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. People are saying it's really good. Sky, have you seen it?
One scene.
One scene. What was the scene?
Whenever Bill meets his lover.
Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elvis shows I haven't seen all of it, just the first two. Ooh, we get to watch them together and experience
Bill
it together.
Bill and Frank is episode 3, I believe.
I believe you mean Bill and Ted.
And their bogus journey.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Ted,
excellent.
there's so many zombies around here. I'm immune, man.
Dude, they're not called zombies anymore.
They're already dead. They made too much noise. They're already dead. The clickers got them.
Excellent.
This is most not radical. Lordy, lordy, lordy. But if you want to chill in Discord and watch it, I'd be totally down. Just send me a message. Super down. Don't know when. Have to find free time. But in the future.
With the clown. We are at 2.3 million views on that trailer. I keep looking at it occasionally. Come on. Get up there. Come on. Show these people.
Come on, little guy.
Show them haters it's worth it. Damn it. Fuckers.
I mean, to be fair, there, like, given the franchise, there is completely and honestly a chance this movie is going to be god-awful. I hope it's not. But
it will be one of those where it's good, but there'll be so many people who don't give a shit that they won't watch it, and it's just kind of like that underneath the table type thing, which is kind of there.
Here's the thing: I'm wondering if, like, I think FNAF is kind of out of its prime, but the fact that it keeps making videos, and like the fact that they keep making games, the fact that like the theory videos are keeping it alive so much. I really do think this movie is going to make a lot of money. Whether it's good or not, I think it's going to make a lot of money. That being said, I'm very hopeful it's good. I do think, and, you know, I guess this would be the one critical thing I have to say about the trailer. It didn't show any plot stuff. So, like, I think it's too early to tell if it's like...
Wait. And plus, it's a teaser, and that's the whole point of the teaser.
Oh,
Even though I
don't get me
hate it,
wrong.
because when it was over, I'm like, you can't. No, I want more. Don't do that to me.
That's the same boat I was in. I wanted
But you know what,
dialogue.
though? But you know what, though? That means it's working. Because if I sat there like, no, give me more. Don't do that. Where's the full trailer?
Now, when the full trailer comes out, you know where they know where you're gonna be. But, like, I don't know. It's just, like, if anyone's like, oh my gosh, this gets rid of all my fears, this movie's gonna be great, might want to hold your horses on that. We haven't seen enough of it yet. And, look, I like FNAF. I would say I am a fan of FNAF. The story of Security Breach infuriates me to this very day. I have had dreams, not even kidding, dreams, about me being in that damn Pizzaplex because of how much time I spent in that fucking game just exploring and looking for shit. And the plot of that game, if I do say so myself, makes very little sense. So, like, I understand anyone who's like, oh, I'm a little worried about the movie, but I'm hoping this can be their chance to, like, fine-tune the story a little bit and maybe even fix it up a little. That's my hope, anyways. You were saying, though, Pat?
Yeah, I will say that at least so far, hard to say, but at least the casting of, I don't know why, but when I looked at the guy playing Mike Schmidt, I kind of like, yeah, that's about how I can see that being Mike. His face fits the name.
I'm not against it. I don't hate Josh Hutcherson. Although I will say, I have never loved Josh Hutcherson either in any role I've seen him in.
That's because he was in the Hunger Games.
I mean, yeah, kinda. LV comments, it was nice to see Josh Hutcherson again. I haven't seen him since Hunger Games. You missed him in the classic film God's Not Dead, where he played whatever the fuck his character was called in that.
He was in a Future Man, which is a show on Hulu, I think.
I heard that show is awful. I've heard bad things about that show.
That's right. Josh Hutcherson's in
I didn't see all of it. I saw some episodes, but I don't like if I'm not like. Kneale knows it's tough for me to stick to a whole bunch of like TV. But what I saw, I didn't like. It wasn't the worst show. Like there are definitely worse shows, but
nope,
I didn't stick with it. So take that for what you will. But.
I love Josh in Zathura, TBH. He did a fantastic I said God instead of job. He did a fantastic job as a kid in that movie. I didn't mind him in that movie at all. I like Zathura. Honestly, I kind of like Zathura a little more than I do the new Jumanji movies, if I'm being honest.
I don't think that's a very hot take.
I think it might be. A lot of people really like the first Jumanji.
Like the first one with Robin Williams, or the first one with like The Rock?
The Rock. Don't get me wrong, people like the one with Robin Williams too, but like, I remember when the one with The Rock came out, it was like the hot shit for a little bit. Like everyone was telling me I had to go see it.
I've not seen any of the new Jumanji movies, and I aim to keep it that way, I think.
Honestly, you're not missing much.
You're really not.
The first one is fun. That's it.
See,
it's not a bad movie. It's just
really
fun.
Any of the cast, and I don't think the plot is like worth watching.
You don't like Karen Gillan?
I don't.
Jack Black is
I'm pretty
my
neutral
favorite
on
part
her.
about those movies.
Speaking of, this guy might know where I'm going with this. Tenacious D seems to be back. They released a new song.
I don't like video games no more. Don't like video games. Christy comments, the trailer annoyed me. Oh, she also said, fuck the second Jumanji.
Well,
What?
by the way, this is...
Yeah?
This is, well, it kind of fits. Video games. This is 10 best video... go on the list. Here you go. 10 best video games ever made until you play them again. Shots fired. I know a few. So basically it's like that game that, you know, you play and it's like, yeah, it's awesome, and you go back and play it, it's like, oh, this is shit.
Well, before we start the list, two things. Number one, Elvish comments, and I agree with you on this point, Elvish. Dwayne the Johnson is overdone at this point, and I cannot...
Johnson.
What did I say?
You said Dwayne the Johnson. His name's
I said Dwayne the Johnson?
Yes. Dwayne.
Oh, God, I didn't even realize I did that.
It's The Rock was Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne the Johnson. Of course,
Good
Rock
old
the Dwayne Johnson. But Dwayne Johnson is overplayed. I cannot stand Kevin Hart. Even Jack Black seemed overly obnoxious in that movie.
That's
He was
exactly where I was
intimidating.
at. That's exactly what I was saying. Don't really care, like, for the cast. It didn't look like a fun movie to me.
Well, I mean, you have to put up with Kevin Hart if you plan to see the Borderlands movie, so.
Yeah,
That's true.
unfortunately. Which I don't even know if I'll watch, personally, even though I like
In
the
Jack
series.
Black, because he's voicing Claptrap.
Yeah, don't like that either.
I do. It's kind of...
Eh,
fits.
it's not bad casting to me. It's not awful casting.
Didn't the guy who voiced Claptrap originally, didn't he do something really fucking stupid? Is that why people don't talk about him anymore?
I had no idea.
Or he's just a smart ass. I think it's one of those, but that's not a problem to me.
I don't understand why people don't like Hollywood. Voice actors are a thing.
Christy
Actors
comments.
don't have to do voice acting.
Christy comments. I agree. Christy comments. They made this whole big deal about not everyone making it out alive. The only one who didn't make it out alive chose to stay inside the game. Yeah, and he became a horse. Spoilers for Jumanji.
Someone's into that.
I mean, if you're into it, fine, but it's a really weird scene where, like, he turns into a horse, that way they can all have playable characters, and they're all about to leave the game, and the dude's like, I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna stay a horse. It's weird.
I was watching Markiplier and his friends' their podcast, Distractable, and they had a would you rather question. It was like, would you rather be a centaur or a mermaid? And apparently the comments, the top comment was one word, and it was horsecock.
Well, there you go. Although, we don't know what mermaid genitalia looks like. That's the great unknown.
Great unknown. Well, it depends on which type of mermaid, I suppose.
Still the great unknown. You don't know what's going on down there.
Elvis said the OG voice of Claptrap left Gearbox due to him claiming at the head of the company, Randy Pitchford, is highly abusive and terrible to work under. So basically, because he spoke up, aka, nope, he doesn't exist.
Randy Pitchford does suck. I'll co-sign that.
But yeah, let's talk
We
about
got
video games that
Sebastian's signature.
yeah, let's talk about video games that secretly suck. Basically,
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to suck.
Number 10 is the original Fallout.
Sorry, that brief pause you did after I said I'm ready to suck.
I've never played the original
That's
Fallout
everything to me.
games, so I can't say anything. But
I got Fallout 2 for free on Steam, and I played that once, and I didn't think it was awful, but definitely not as good as, like, I wouldn't say it's good as 3 or New Vegas, personally.
Uh-oh.
Elvis also said that I'd be a merman so I can beat the shit out of Ariel for being a stupid bitch. Someone needs to.
It's funny you say something about Ariel because that's what the consensus was with one of the other people on the podcast.
Ah, fuck.
They were like, I will go find Ariel and she will be mine, basically.
Please tell me someone whispered to him, "She's underage."
Well, maybe
No,
maybe the law works differently in Atlantis. We don't know.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
They actually didn't say anything about that. They were basically like, Mark was basically like, you know how the story ends, right?
Yeah, that's
legs.
Yeah, when she turns into foam and shit.
Or turns into foam. Depends on the type.
Number 9. Number 9 is Assassin's Creed. Ooh.
Big agree.
Yeah, it's not.
You love Assassin's Creed.
I like the series, but the first one, like everybody online is like, oh, they should remake the first one. Like the first one's the worst. Like,
I love
by
this
every measure,
franchise.
I would say.
I love this franchise, but I do agree.
I like the Easter egg in The Witcher 2 where you can find a dead Altair in the corner. That's funny.
I
Altair in the corner.
I love this franchise, but I do agree. Metroid, yeah.
The first
one's
Metroid?
not, yeah, it's not. It's not
Super
awful,
Metroid
but
really
it's
took off.
yeah.
The only
So,
ones
Chad-
that
Thank you,
are the Prime
Jesus.
ones on GameCube.
So, Chad,
Thank
I
you,
fucked up this mission.
Thank you, Jesus. Donkey Kong 64. That game's awful.
I like Donkey Kong 64,
I
but that's probably just because I played it so much.
Here's the thing, I didn't play a lot of 64 games. I kind of agree with Pat. When I played it, I agree with you, Pat. When I played it, it was janky, and I did not love the
It was
controls.
very janky.
I guess this one I can kind of see, but I'm... Crash Bandicoot. Oh. That hurts.
They're kind of games that are not for everybody anyway.
I gotta be real,
Ooh.
I don't give a fuck about Crash Bandicoot.
The guy just died. Fun fact.
The guy?
The original voice actor, just like
Oh,
yesterday,
that-
the day before.
That sucks.
Oh my god. This one I can see. Tomb Raider. I can see that.
Kneale, your platforming is giving me cancer. I'm half-heartedly playing the game, man. I'm doing other things.
See, the one thing I don't like
Yeah,
about
on the
this
other
list
side of this.
is it's just taking like older games, like they're always going to be outdated, like mechanically.
Mm.
Well, it's kind of...
What about Prototype? The first Prototype. That one's pretty not so good.
There's
See,
some
that's-
really old
I
games
think that's a
that
good
still
one to
hold
throw out
up.
there.
Number 4 is GTA 3. Yeah.
No, both prototypes aren't very super
GTA
good, but they're fun.
GTA 3 was important when it came out, but now you go back to it, it's like, ugh.
I also hate this mission, chat,
Okay,
just because of all the missions, this is the most grindy and backtracky. It's real annoying.
Okay, I'm fighting this list maker.
Fight the list maker.
The Legend of Zelda? Go fuck yourself.
The first one?
Yes, that game's fantastic still, you fucker. Why? It's because it doesn't tell you where to go, doesn't hold your hand? Deal with it.
Yeah, it seems like this guy just was like, oh, I gotta write this list. So he pulled up another list that was just like games from the 90s.
Mass Effect. Oh, no.
I'll disagree on that one.
Yeah, it's still good. What's number
Just
1?
replay
I'm
it
gonna...
again.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm
Ooh,
fighting.
Pat's getting angry.
GoldenEye 00... GoldenEye? Like, I get it. It doesn't look the best, but you can still play that thing. Come on now. Asshole. Who did this? Do I know... Can we...
And the controls on that are kind of janky.
Hey, can we see... where's this person's name? We're gonna call him out. We're gonna... His name is John... His name is John... Well, his name's right there. His name is John Tibbet. His name is John Tibbets. He has a Twitter. I'm not gonna say what it is.
Does he write? Reviews for IGN?
No, he's a What Culture. Oh, of course. What Culture. 218 articles total, so he's done this a lot, and yet he... There he is, you can find him.
Elvis just went, oh god, Pat's gonna bully Mr. Tibbet. Just beat him up. This is what you get for reviewing Zelda badly. Your choices have consequences. Also, I just love looking back at the top of the chat and seeing Christy just go, "It pisses me off." I've seen her in real life now, so I'm imagining Christy's face when she says that.
10 video games we all played way too young. Well, I mean, I don't know. What's a game that I played that's like, I shouldn't be playing this?
Cyberpunk.
We were all adults when that came out.
And you were too young, Pat. You were just way too young for all the
Did you guys
peni.
see the new? Did you guys see the news about Overwatch 2? Yeah, they canceled the PvE.
Yeah. I did not see that.
And it's like, as far as the PvE,
Wow.
yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, it's dead.
Yeah, I haven't played it since last.
Well,
2
like,
seasons ago anyway.
Yeah, it's like they have the battle pass, but that's not. It's like look at
that's
something
one of the
like.
things that kicked me off of it. I'm like,
Well,
whatever.
Yeah, and the fact that it's like, you know, Fortnite doesn't just have the battle pass. That if that's what they're thinking, oh yeah, this is fine. It's gonna no. Other games who do battle pass, they have a lot of other stuff too that they do, so you can't just do that to watch.
It really sucks that like their bad decisions also took out Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
Because Overwatch 1 was kind of my chill out and have fun game. Like, it was my, oh, I'm not doing anything today, let's just play some Overwatch.
Yeah, because remember when they said, oh yeah, you'll still be able to play the first one. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. The first one was better. By all accounts, the first one's better than 2.
The PvE story missions were a big reason they made Overwatch 2 anyway, so that tells me... Yeah, it basically tells me it's like, yeah, Blizzard can't be bothered to think of...
I'll let Microsoft buy them, that'll fix everything.
Let's see, video games we played way too young. I
played
played...
Gun, which was basically like.
Oh,
Red
that's
Dead
a good
Redemption.
one.
Gun is really
Oh
good.
man,
Elvis
that's a good
says-
one.
I love Gun.
Elvis says
was-
Resident Evil and Silent Hill, Gex says Wolfenstein, yeah.
Gun was my first GameCube game,
Mm-hmm.
and I played the fuck out of that game.
Yes, that was on
It so
GameCube.
good.
Yeah, I remember my dad got it and he didn't want me to play it, just rated
Yeah.
him, but he
Yeah,
worked,
there's,
so
like,
there, he
sex
had no
scenes
way
and
of
shit in
controlling that.
Excuse me. For me, I played, well, because I'm older, I played the N64 South Park game when I was like 9.
I had that as well.
When I first played Gun, I couldn't do the steamboat part in the very
Yeah.
beginning,
Probably
and I
Elvis.
couldn't fight the bear. So I had my dad fight the bear and do the steamboat for me, and then I played the rest of the game by myself.
That Steamboat part was a pain in the ass.
The game's
I-
really good.
I didn't have a ton of games where it was like, oh, I'm too young to be playing this. I can't think of any. Unless you count the games I played with Sebastian.
Number
I
10.
got scared the shit out of. I got super scared when I played Doom 3, so maybe that. when I was
Number
younger.
10 is Leisure Suit Larry. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
some people probably, yeah, that, actually, yes, that's, yeah.
I mean, I
played-
guess
Shoot, Lanny,
I guess that might
Shoot,
count for
Larry,
me.
Magnum Cum Laude.
Yeah, that one I played when they
My
showed
sister bought that for me.
that. Sanitarium. Oh yeah, that's an old PC game. I never played it, but...
I did some of the point and click Larry games, but like they don't have like a
Yeah, like-
ton of nudity in them. They usually have hidden nudity.
Yeah. Conker's Bad Fur
Magnum
Day,
Cum
yeah.
Laude had like full
I
on
still have that.
stuff, but you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to unlock it.
Yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day, definitely for me. That was...
I played a bit of that. We'll watch my dad play it anyway.
Yeah, there's Resident Evil.
I never played Conquer. I had to be exposed to that later in life. Mostly by you, Skylar.
Postal
Good game.
2. Yeah, I mean, Postal is a series that, like, yeah.
It sucks because one just got ported to PlayStation, but I heard it's bad. But I have, I think it's Postal 2 on my PC that I used to play a lot.
GTA, yep. Just in general.
You see, I was an innocent boy who mostly played Nintendo, so like I don't have a lot of games I can think of where it's like, yeah, this was bad.
See, this one's interesting because I get what they're going with. Majora's Mask. The game's dark.
Majora's Mask can be spooky.
But a lot of kids, like, they didn't notice.
Well, something I think that's very interesting about, like, games like that is if they're spooky, but not super gory, sometimes the people playing them can kind of adjust to that tone and kind of just chill with that shit.
Oh my god, I remember Still Life. Still Life was a point-and-click game. It was like a mystery. And it was made by the people who made that game series Siberia. I want to spell with an S. Like SYB. Yeah, like that. It's... Yeah, some of the locations in the game you go to are... You go to an abandoned crack house, and you also go to a BDSM brothel. Oh.
Nice.
Max Payne, yes, I played. Yeah, I played Max Payne when I shouldn't have.
Majora's Mask was terrifying.
The first Max Payne.
That moon haunts my nightmares. Another game with the limited time mechanic I hate. Speaking of that time mechanic, I guess I was trying to think of a game that I was too young to play, and I was trying to think of games that gave me nightmares. The only game I can really think of, and I acknowledge I was probably not too young to play this, but it's the only one I can think of that really gave me nightmares, was probably either Resident Evil 4, which I was playing with Sebastian, or Luigi's Mansion, because Luigi's Mansion did give me some nightmares, mostly about just walking through the dark-ass mansion.
So really quick, before I chime in, I want to comment on Elvish said Grand Theft Auto Vice City, mentioned the radio.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best soundtracks in gaming. But does anybody here know Geist on GameCube?
I love that game. I think you played that at my house one time.
Me and Sebastian played that. Me and Skylar played that. We did that for the big sleepover, remember? We were all hanging out and we played that.
That's another one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that actually.
My dad...
Like, it's not like necessarily super...
Well, yeah, just what I was gonna say about it is it's another one my dad bought but didn't want me to play. But then again, I was what you call a latchkey kid. Like, both my parents worked, so I would just play it.
Yeah.
Oh, did I go the wrong way
that game, that was what introduced me to death. I was like, man, I'm gonna die.
Wow.
Video game?
My dad bought that game for himself, actually, and then I ended up playing it after that because my dad never played it.
What was the thing that made you think about death with that game? Like, it made you realize your own mortality. Really?
Well, let me look up when it came out. Let me look when it came out.
That game is based around you being a ghost.
I went in a circle again.
So when it came out, my dad bought it when it came out. I would have been 6, so I don't think I played it like right at 6, but I would have been like that would have been one of the first things I played. So that was what I was like, oh, I'm gonna die and become a ghost. I'm gonna like get trapped in this like military war. That's what brought it.
I cannot remember when I learned what death was, but I have to assume it was like, I don't know. I have to assume it wasn't game related. Your way sounds. At least you got to play a fun video game, you know?
From what I remember, the only fun part was the multiplayer. I don't remember the story being that good.
I liked the story, just because I liked whenever you finally get your body back. Actually, my favorite part was the part where you like possess this lady to scare while she's taking a shower or some shit, and then she becomes like your main character for a little while. And then she becomes a badass. Because she gets like a really awesome gun. That part's fun. But the multiplayer was really cool because that was one of the first games that I was able to put bots into. Because they put bots in that game, which was crazy. Oh,
I forgot to explain this. When I said earlier, speaking of that like time mechanic, don't know how many people would know this, but Luigi's Mansion was supposed to have the same mechanic in it as Majora's Mask, the whole like limited time thing. it was you were only going to have like a day to find Mario, and if you didn't, Luigi was going to get like super depressed. And that's how the game was going to end. He'd just get so depressed he stopped looking. You know, because they can't say Mario's dead, and that's why he's depressed.
They pull a Twilight Zone and Mario was never there in the first place. But now Luigi's stuck there.
Mario's been dead for years, Luigi. There is no mansion.
You're in an insane asylum.
He wouldn't be depressed, he'd become the main character. That's what you'd think, but there were literally like, you can Google it. There's like a 3D model of depressed Luigi. And he's got like a big face, you can't really see his eyes anymore, and his hat covers like a lot of his hair. Climb the ladder. Fuck! Oh wait, did I not activate that switch over there? Shit. Any more on the list, Pat? Pat is dead.
I'm glad you brought up Geist, because I love that game. I'd love
Yeah,
to see that game come back.
The multiplayer was fun.
I revisited it once before we like got rid of our GameCube and most of the games. I would have been probably like a young teenager, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't like love it.
Oh, fucking tits.
It was obvious. It was very clunky, but it was still very fun. The multiplayer was definitely the best part, because they had like bots and shit, and it was actually really well done. Because they had
to
mixed
redo
bots,
these
which
fuckers.
was rare. And it didn't feel like those bots were aimbotting.
Did I hit those buttons? Did I do everything right? I think I did, so this should be open now. It is! Yay!
I'm trying to think of another game I might have played a little too early.
Yeah, I for the life of me can't think of any. I don't even think I was too early to play Luigi's Mansion. I just think because that game is spooky, I had nightmares about it.
They didn't have very many scary games.
Hmm.
Well, maybe, I mean, Geist could technically be considered kind of scary.
I would say, even though I played the game at like 13, 14, 15, I might have been too young to play Outlast.
I played Doom when I was like 8.
The first one is really fucking freaky. The first Outlast. The second one has some cheese in it, but like the first one is freaky. Oh god. See, chat, this is why this level's so hard to navigate. There's so many fucking doors. And they all look the same. Ay, ay, ay. Pat, are you back? Pat is still dead. I just wonder.
Going off what Kneale said.
Did we finish the list though?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just kind of dropped. I don't know if the list ever finished. We just kind of like went off on our own tangent.
He will return.
I don't think a game's ever given me nightmares. Just the one example would just be like Geist, because there's a one part, there's like a little girl, and like I said, I would have been like six when it came out, so I don't know like exactly when I played it, but I was like, oh man, kids can die. That's...
She was like integral to the story too.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten like nightmares or anything from a game.
Get comments, Pokemon Black and White. Gen 5 had some fucking dark Pokedex entries that I thought it was Game Freak's emo phase. I have actually heard some horror stories about Pokemon with the Pokedexes. Like, have you guys read... Have you guys read Drowsy's Pokedex entry? Drowsy kidnaps kids and eats their dreams.
And,
It's
fucking,
fucked up.
what's her name? Fucking,
Sabrina?
no, the ice Frostlass. She lures men to caves and freezes them.
Men are getting lured into caves by a Pokemon?
Yeah.
And it's not Gardevoir?
Frostlass.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think Frostlass is that hot. Then again, I don't think many of the Pokemon are hot. I feel like if I played Pokemon Smash or Pass, which I know was kind of popular for a little while, I feel like I'd have a very boring list. It would be pass, 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 maybe on Munchlax. Pass, 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 pass. Oh yeah, Drifloon steals kids too, and takes them in the air and then like drops them because it thinks like the kids can fly or some shit.
Your mask is literally a dead person.
Yeah, and then there's that one Pokemon that's like the departed soul of somebody.
Spiritomb?
Yeah, I think it might be Spiritomb. I think Spiritomb might be like a combination of souls in one Pokemon. It's fucked up because ghost Pokemon, a good chunk of them are just straight up people that turn into Pokemon when they die. I still think Drowsy is the most fucked up. Just the idea of stealing like people while they're sleeping and eating their dreams. I don't know why. That freaks me out. I don't like the idea of someone eating my dreams.
It's very funny thinking about that and then playing Pokemon Stadium where there's just like this really innocent game of Drowsy just like not wanting to wake up or some shit. Or not Pokemon Stadium, oh yeah, it was Pokemon Stadium. It was the fucking little Pokepark extra thing where you could do like the little mini games.
I'll tell you why he's sleeping. He's hungover from all the dreams he ate last night. Fucker needs a power nap to get rid of those calories from all of the dreams of the innocent. It's Pokemon Freddy Krueger. Look, I'm gonna be real. I love Pokemon. If Drowsy was ever a real creature, we gotta take him out. That's not... I don't want to live on the planet with that. I just don't.
An anteater that eats dreams.
Yes! That's freaky! That's terrifying! Imagine if Arthur started eating your dreams, man. Arthur's an anteater, right? What is Arthur?
Arthur?
An aardvark.
Oh, he's an aardvark. Okay, but I confused him. Is Drowsy straight up an anteater? Or is he also an
I'm really
aardvark?
sure it's meant to be an anteater. It might be an aardvark, I don't know.
I don't know why, but I'm associating Arthur and Drowsy together for some reason. Christy, I swear to God. Give you one guess what Christy commented. One guess. We're talking about Arthur. What do you think Christy commented?
I have the chat pulled up, so it'd be cheating for me.
She said, "You are Arthur."
Every day when we're walking down.
No, Skylar, don't make this worse for me. God, look, I've watched like maybe 4 or 5 episodes of the show. I know that theme song word for word because in school people screamed it at me. I could not escape that goddamn song. Oh, that was
Penis.
Pat. Pat came back with a penis.
I found it.
You found your penis?
Yes.
After all these years? Chat, everybody give a clap for Pat finally finding his dick. He did it.
Golf clap.
Yes, golf claps. Oh, I got punched in the face. Drowsy is based on a Japanese mythical creature that eats dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that creature.
Okay, we got a movies-based list.
Okay.
It says 10 things about 90s movies everyone misses today. Well, considering... When were you born, Neil?
1998.
Okay. You, Scott?
I got 2 years.
Okay.
Sebastian was 99.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
So,
Which is hilarious to me, because your voice is by far the deepest.
let's see. Number 10 is fewer franchises. That is true. There wasn't...
My controller died.
Star Wars.
In the 90s, there were a couple.
There were a lot of franchises.
Well, there weren't
right.
not as many as there are now.
Mm-hmm.
But like there were still
like
a few
80s action movies that they were still making.
Yeah, there was Terminator. There was the Ninja Turtles.
Star Wars, which was about to get their next few stuff.
I got my controller on charge now, chat.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, kinda Power Rangers. I mean, if you count, if we're saying movie franchises, I do not count Power Rangers, because in the 90s they had one movie that was a flop. Batman counts. Batman definitely counts. Superman counts.
You know, I had a realization. I wonder if I should just read the little write-ups underneath these. Because all these lists, they've all had write-ups. I've just never read them. I guess if I would give more of an explanation. I'm smart, as you can see.
You are smart, Pat. Don't shit talk yourself. We love you. Fucking dipshit.
At the beginning, it says, not to sound too much like an old man yelling at a cloud, but why is everything a universe these days?
I agree with that.
Yeah. Let's see. Marvel are certainly the biggest offender, but not the only culprit. DC, yeah. Star Wars, yeah. Lord of the Rings, yes.
I think it does enable some cool stuff. But, like, I think, and this is kind of the thing I like about Star Wars, for example. I think most audiences would probably prefer it if, like, cinematic universes were less connected, and then the crossovers would, like, mean more. Like, for example, me and Sky are Critical Role fans, and they've done, like, 2 campaigns. Yes, we are. We're not being paid by Critical Role to say that. Let me tell you right now. But, like, they had these, like, 2 campaigns where they were all their, like, own standalone story, just taking place in, like, the same continent, the same universe, and there would be, like, crossover of some characters, but it was never, like, the main characters. It was like, oh, this side character is popping up, and now they're more prevalent, and stuff like that. And now, in Campaign 3, they finally are doing crossover stuff, and now whenever they do it, it's like a big freak-out moment, because they spent so long building this world. That's the kind of cinematic universe stuff I can really get behind. But I don't dislike what Marvel's doing either. And I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with DC.
It says Harry Potter, that stupid dark universe idea that Universal dropped after about 30 seconds. Yeah. I think no one remembers that.
Yeah, and Fantastic Beasts really started out strong and then just nosedived.
In an effort to serve the almighty dollar, drown fans and content film studios and producers immediately think franchise as soon as anything new gets put in front of them. whilst the 90s certainly had its fair share of big film series, they weren't so in your face about it. Some of the most popular films of the decade were standalones: Titanic, Forrest Gump, Armageddon, and Ghost. Well, I dare you to try to make a sequel to Titanic. Oh wait, a cartoon did.
I could do it.
I mean,
I feel like I would.
Will yours have a
Really
rapping
quickly,
dog in it?
Heck gets a gex that he had to leave out of the stream because he has to work, so if he's still here, I hope he has a good time at work.
Have a good day, Gek. I hope you also have a good day at work. And thank you for catching that, Seps. We got to
Switch
say bye to Gek.
names. Weird, look at the chat.
and
Well,
where am I? Okay.
to comment on a little bit of that, here's how I would do it. And I acknowledge that this is not very sensitive to the real-life tragedy of the Titanic.
You don't need to be sensitive. Everybody's dead. Everybody.
I want to make that clear.
Is dead.
Well, I just want to make that clear. It's not very sensitive to the real-life story.
The last survivor actually just died like a year or two ago.
Sebastian, let me finish my thought, man. I think I would do like a zombie apocalypse story with the Titanic, where the boat comes back, rises from the ocean, comes back, and here's the thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not the people, the boat.
Here's the premise, and this is the tagline of the movie: Titanic 2, we gotta sink it again.
So it's not the people, it's literally the boat.
Oh, it's the people on the boat too, but the boat is like alive and possessed by a demon. Yeah.
Do all like the cutlery and stuff that was on the boat? Is that all alive too?
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm evil deading this shit. I am evil dead 2ing this shit, where Rose comes back and she's got to take out the Titanic.
It also says what's even worse is that in subsequent decades gave us sequels to 90s movies that nobody wanted. Men in Black. It says Men in Black 2, but that wasn't a bad one. Like the fourth one. Everyone remember that? There's 4 of those.
I like the first Men in Black. I really do.
No, the fourth one.
Oh no, the fourth one's garbage. The one with like fucking Thor in it.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about that.
How about a follow-on to Independence Day 20 years later, and only half the original cast are involved in? Oh yeah, they did that too.
So no, Skylar, to answer your question, my movie would not have a rapping dog in it. But it would have zombies. So make of that what you will.
Zombie boat, no less.
Oh yeah, zombie boat. I mean, if we're doing it, we gotta fucking do it.
Nothing fucked up. Shit. Damn it, list. Get back here.
It's like that ghost shit movie, whatever the fuck it was called.
You thought it was gone,
Whatever.
but this summer,
That movie.
the best love story ever told is back for blood.
That movie is literally called Ghost Ship.
Is it Ghost Ship? The one with like the pirates or whatever?
No, you're thinking of something else.
Ghosts? They're ghosts. There's ghosts in a ghost ship that attack this city.
That's The Fog.
Is it? That's what I said.
I bought the movie The Fog on Steelbook, mostly because I thought the Steelbook looked really cool, and then I never fucking watched it.
Did you buy the original or the remake?
I have no idea. I never watched it.
Because the problem is the covers of both of them, they look identical. It's like, that's not good marketing. It's like, I don't know which one's... Okay, this number 9 is very interesting. I think this will only appeal to certain people. Old school hip-hop soundtracks. Yeah, there were a lot more of those in the 90s, because old school hip-hop was the big thing.
A good chunk of them by Will Smith.
Not that. This is like Ice Cube, people like that.
Well, Will Smith had some too. Like he had the Men in Black theme. He had the Men in Black theme. He had the Fresh Prince theme. He did a cover of Zippity Doo Dah where he rapped it.
Small shades and black trench coats. That was the clothing choice for a lot of characters in movies then.
How dare you insult the Matrix like this?
Like the Matrix, Blade, dressed like that. Actually, he's dressed like that for years. That's not...
Yeah.
That's just Blade.
Blade's gonna come back like that. Oh, do you think we're gonna get Vestblade?
Who?
We might get
Vestblade! So...
yeah, probably.
Yeah, he doesn't have the trench coat, he's just got a vest and his big burly arms. I want Vestblade.
Empty house parties. Oh, like the 90s teen movies always have the giant house party that was also very empty at the same time. It's like... it's like...
See, that one I disagree with. I feel like we've gotten more like party movies in the 2000s than...
Well, yeah, but at least those actually looked like it was
at a party.
A set piece opening scene. What the hell's that mean?
So you know how in fucking X2, they have the scene with Nightcrawler to start things off where he's teleporting and he tries to... Yeah, it's just a cool scene to get everybody excited for the movie and just start us off.
Big passionate speeches. Yeah, that doesn't happen that often anymore.
I mean, Captain America.
Which one?
Avengers Captain America. He's given speeches all the time. The first Captain America, I believe he gives a speech to Red Skull where he's like, I can do this all day, or I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
You could count Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but that's a TV show.
Mm. Well, he gives a speech in Civil War as well. Cap's always got a good speech ready.
Random serenades. Oh, people randomly singing to others. Yeah, that's like
that's a trope that's dying out.
Like that. Yeah.
We got to bring it back.
Underdog sports teams movies. Yeah, that's not a thing anymore.
Hold on, I'm hearing weird noises in the other room, so I'm gonna investigate. But you guys keep cracking jokes.
Just I'll stay silent.
I just didn't want to talk about sports movies.
Those were big though in the 90s, like Mighty Ducks, stuff like that. That was...
Yeah. Was this things people miss?
Yes.
Because I'm happy that it died off. Like everyone follows the same formula. The whole sports team is bad. Then at the end, they're good. So,
like on number 2 is just Bruce Willis. That's because Bruce Willis is not... Yeah. Trailer voiceovers. I do miss trailer voiceovers. It's cheesy, but goddamn.
Oh, do we know the guy for you?
This summer, the Titanic is back one more time.
There's some guy who misses those voiceovers more than anybody.
I know who he's referencing. Wink, wink. But to talk about sports movies for a second. So this might be a hot take, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're, like... I mean, obviously there are kind of good sports movies, like... I don't want to insult the whole genre, because I haven't seen a ton. I've seen Rudy. I've seen others I don't know the names of. Blindside was alright. But in my opinion, and I acknowledge that this is a biased opinion, and this is, like, the opinion of someone who doesn't watch these movies a ton. Best sports movie ever, Blades of Glory. Either Blades of Glory or Dodgeball. Those are the two movies of sports I like. Oh, and Benchwarmers. We can throw Benchwarmers on there. Fun fact about Dodgeball, though. Apparently that's getting a sequel. So many years later. I don't think it will be good, but, like, it's getting one. Guys, Mortis is doing the cutest shit. He fell asleep using my wallet as a fucking pillow. He looks like he's stealing my wallet in the cutest way. I love this creature.
Do we all like horror movies? That thing?
No, I despise them. I hate them a lot. Think it's not good for kids.
Just
Kids
horror
shouldn't
in
watch
general,
them.
too. We don't like
Yeah,
that
I
stuff.
fucking hate horror. I hate it all the time.
Especially like Resident Evil, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, no. Anyone who plays Resident Evil sucks. All of them.
I agree.
Especially people who are dumb enough to have running jokes in it about some character who hasn't even been in the series forever, saying a line he doesn't even say in the games. I think anyone who makes jokes like that should just take a second, you know,
Hey, whoa.
hey, whoa,
Calm
just
down.
yeah, hey, whoa, just calm down a little. Quit making those dumb jokes. Get over that character. But you know what's even dumber? When they obsess over, like, one thing at the very beginning and try to, like, drag it out for the entire video. It's really jarring. It's a very jarring joke to make.
Speaking of jarring, I was gonna do the most random thing. When I mentioned the horror.
And, like, stop.
But,
We're assholes.
But, I was gonna do, since you said jarring, I was gonna go, yeah, so the horror thing, I got a perfect thing. We'll talk about video game movies. Actually, that makes sense. Want to talk about something scary? This is, you know, see, I'm getting confused, because I've been doing this with other people. No, I haven't done it. I have a video game movie quiz.
Oh?
Yes.
So what you're saying is, we as pro elite video gamer boys, we should all know.
Yes.
We should all know the answers to this quiz.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you don't, I'll be very disappointed.
And God knows we don't want to disappoint you, Pat.
Okay. Now, this quiz is a little older, so I had to make sure I was correct on some of these. Because it's changed. Some of the info has changed. So the first question is, what is the highest grossing video game movie of all time?
What year is this from?
I'm going by
Good
what it is
question.
currently right now.
Oh,
okay.
Currently right now?
Yeah. I've updated the questions that are older.
Is it the Super Mario Bros. Movie? I guess that wouldn't count because it's still in theaters.
No, it is.
Oh, so it does count.
Mhm.
Okay. Yay, I got it.
Counts. Before that, it was the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
That makes
By all
sense.
accounts, a better film.
Have you seen the new Mario Bros?
I watched some of it on Twitter before I got taken down. Yeah.
What is the lowest grossing video game movie of all time?
Is it Doom?
No, that actually not a lot of money, but it got in the millions at least.
Is it also Mario?
No, I get what you're going for there. No,
I figured that'd be a fun little coincidence.
That would be
Occupied
fun,
both
if it was.
spots.
A long time ago, the comets came out and extinguished the dinosaurs. Goodbye, dinosaurs.
Okay, so it's you'd have to think about this to figure it out, but it is Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive had a movie?
Yes, its budget was 21 million. Its gross was 480,000. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure there was a movie or a show or something about Dead Rising. The remake specifically.
Dead Rising movies.
Yeah, there were definitely movies.
I think there was like a remake movie. And I heard it was just unbelievably terrible.
Mila
They're very bad. But they're...
Mila I can't say her name. Mila Jovovich is best known for starring in the Resident Evil movies. What is the other video game movie she starred in?
Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that
sucks.
happened.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Then again, I also think the Resident Evil movies suck. So
There was a whole there was advertising for that everywhere, and my brain just forgot it existed.
Who played the narrator in all 3 of the Spider-Man tie-in games?
Ooh, I know this.
Who is it?
Well, I want to see if anyone else knows. I know it, though.
3 of the movie tie-in games?
Yeah.
Who played the narrator in all 3 of them?
Spider-Man? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bruce Campbell.
Yep.
Yeah.
I played a fuck ton of those games.
How did that come about? I've always wondered. Like, what?
Sam
I
Raimi.
was a big fan.
Sam Raimi is like great friends with him too.
What
So-
video game?
He was in.
Yeah.
He was in every one of the movies too.
They were buddies.
What video game adaptation was also directed by one of the creators of the series?
You said series. Was it Last of Us?
No, I don't think the creator. Actually, do they?
Neil Druckmann did direct an episode of The Last of Us.
This
yeah.
is
Which episode?
He may have did multiple, but I know he did the second episode, which I talked with Elvish about it.
this is the movie adaptation. The director was also one of the creators of the series.
Doom?
No.
Doom's just gonna be my guess when I don't know.
It is Final Fantasy Spirits Within. That makes me sad.
Oh yeah, that was also a movie.
That their creator. It's like, what's wrong with you?
You know, something I might like this more than I liked the movie itself. Something I really liked about the Mario movie is when people like started talking about that, it like reawakened the zeitgeist for the original Mario movie. You know, the really shitty one. And
Well,
everyone
it's a better film.
and everyone started watching it and doing like reviews on it.
I don't know if this is correct. Because I don't think he is. I don't know. With his back, but it says, what white man played the Prince of Persia?
Jake
Oh,
Gyllenhaal.
yeah, Gyllenhaal.
Is he a white man, or is he... Well, he's got...
He's a
He's
white
not-
dude, yeah. He's from like Sweden or something originally.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so yeah, he's a white guy, he just so he vaguely looks like he'd fit. That's how they
They just like
cast him.
spray tanned him.
And they made him talk in a British accent, if I recall correctly.
Does that make sense?
Well, that's the weird thing that Hollywood did for a lot of the time. Like when Chadwick Boseman was going to play T'Challa, they actually told him to do a British accent, and he refused and said he was going to do an African one. And I think the movie's all the better for it.
Okay, what is... I think this one I had to look up. Make sure it's still accurate. According to Rotten Tomatoes, what is the highest rated video game movie of all time?
Highest rated?
Yes.
So it's not the Mario movie, because critics
I'm gonna go
fucking
Sonic.
hated that. Doom? I
sure
don't
not
I don't
Doom.
know. Yeah, no way in hell is it Doom. I have no idea. Highest rated?
Yes.
Mortal Kombat. That's my guess. Sky, you got a guess?
Unsure.
I'm trying... I think their answer in the thing is still what it is. Let me... Yeah, it is. It is... I don't know what the fuck this is, but... it is I can't speak. Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within got a movie?
Yes.
Not like a big budget one.
Yeah, but it's...
How is...
I'm...
What?
Yeah. What was that movie called that Vin Diesel did? Where it's his D&D character.
Oh no, The Last Witch Hunter.
Yeah.
Not a bad movie, but definitely not a good one.
See, that's
Honestly-
definitely a case of... That's definitely a case of like, hey, I have the money, so I want to make my character into a movie.
Yeah, honestly, if I could do it, that's exactly what I would do. I don't know if anyone would give a shit about it either, but I'd do the same damn thing. I'd hope so. I like to hope my D&D characters could carry a story like that. Maybe they could. Who's to say? Find out this summer when my new show comes out. But first, watch my remake of
Actually,
Titanic.
we're gonna do a fun question here.
Oh?
They did it too, but what is the second highest rated video game movie?
I'm gonna go Sonic.
No.
I'm gonna stick with Mortal Kombat.
Angry Birds 2. I'm not kidding.
Oh. Actually,
It's really highly rated. It's like people loved it.
I've only seen the first one.
I didn't watch it, but I have actually heard that Angry Birds 2 is good. I've heard it from one reviewer I watched who was like reviewing every episode of South Park.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like randomly made a joke about Angry Birds 2, and then he was like, you know, honestly, that movie gets a bad rep.
Have any of us seen Pixels?
I have.
Yes.
You poor people.
Duck Dog is in that movie.
That's why I was honor bound to see it.
Which of the following video game video game protagonists do not appear in the movie? We have Pac-Man, Centipede, Super Mario Bros, or Donkey Kong?
Super Mario.
This is a trick question. They all pop up.
No, Super Mario. You just see Mario. You don't see Luigi, so I think it's kind
Oh,
of
it's a trick question. Oh, that is some
so
bull.
technically, it's like you see Mario, but not like the way their original. Like, Super
But
Mario
Luigi's
Bros.
not there.
You see Jumpman.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Mario Jumpman Mario.
Oops, I missed. What's the next question? Okay. Nepotism can only get you so far. Name the flop of a video game movie directed by the son of a famous rock star.
Doom. Doom.
No, it is Warcraft.
Warcraft was directed by the son of a rock star?
He is Duncan Jones. He is the son of David Bowie.
Oh, shit. That actually kind of makes me want to watch the movie.
I think Jones is actually David Bowie's last name. Actual last name.
But Davy Jones was already a member of the Monkees.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about that?
Hmm.
So there's an episode. I think Johnny Depp happens to be in this episode as well. There's an episode of SpongeBob called The Big One or something, and in it, like, there's a joke where it's like, oh, Mr. Krabs gets trapped in Davy Jones' locker by the Flying Dutchman. Mm-hmm. But then at the end, like, something happens and the Dutchman gets put in it. And then he's like, wait a minute. I'm not able to torture anybody. That means, oh no, Davy Jones will torture me. And then Davy Jones shows up, and it's actually him from the fucking Monkees.
Yeah.
That was a joke I didn't get as a kid, but when I got older and saw it again, I was like, oh my god. That is hilarious.
Before Tom Holland was ultimately cast, who was going to play Nathan Drake?
Someone who looks like Nathan Drake?
Mark Wahlberg.
I knew that.
Honestly, at least that would have been closer.
Yeah, it would have fit better.
Like, at least we could...
Wahlberg is one of my least favorite people in Hollywood, so I'm glad that didn't happen.
Do you have a list of people you like in Hollywood besides Ryan Gosling? It seems like you hate everybody in Hollywood.
I mean, it's an occupation I don't have a lot of respect for.
I mean, fair enough.
But yeah, there are a few people I like.
Okay, so this question gives one of the answers, but I'm not going to give you that. It says Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has starred in two video game movies. Name them.
I can't think of it. I super can't think of it. I don't know why. It's just it almost seems like maybe I might have wasted the answer to this question as a running gag.
Skylar probably knows the answer.
What?
Name the two video game movies The Rock has been in.
Doom.
Yes. And. Yes, there is another one.
There is another.
What the other one is.
It is Rampage.
Oh, I knew that.
Rampage was big for a little bit there. Chat, we get to buy some boomerangs.
What is the only racing video game to be turned into a movie?
Gran Turismo.
Doom.
Nope. Nope.
Well, then this list is wrong, because Gran Turismo is a movie that is...
It's not, though.
Is it not a movie?
No. There's another...
Gran Turismo is.
There's another racing video game series. That's not a... I don't think that has any... I don't think that movie has anything to do with the game series.
Okay. So based on a racing game,
Yep.
it's not F-Zero, because I would have heard about it by now.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal is about to come out, so it's about to be another one.
Series.
Oh, is that a series?
It's a series.
Okay, so it says here that... Hold on. Gran Turismo is not out yet. It will be, though.
It's not out yet?
No, it's coming out in August.
Okay.
But there is there is a race before that.
There is another.
There is another.
I have no fucking idea. Did Frieza get some shit? Forza?
Need for Speed. Need for Speed. Need for Speed.
Need for Speed got a movie?
Yes.
They did
Had
not
Aaron
advertise
Paul
that
in it, I
well.
believe.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Which 90s pop icon starred in the film adaptation of Street Fighter? I didn't know this, actually.
Pop icon?
Yeah.
God, I'm blanking. I'm blanking on the dude's name.
Not a dude.
Is it? Fuck. Now I'm blanking on. Is
I will
it
give you that, it's a woman.
the lady who played Mulan? I'm blanking on her name.
First off, it's Chun-Li, and no. But the woman who voiced Mulan is in that movie, actually.
No. I was saying, yeah, she plays Chun-Li, I believe.
Chun-Li, yeah. No, she
Yeah.
does, but she's not a pop singer.
Oh.
She's an actress. It is the person who played Cammy, who I forgot was in the movie. It is, her name is Kylie Minogue.
To be
She's
fair,
Australian, actually.
one thing you can't say about the Street Fighter movie. At least they had like a good chunk of characters from the game in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say they left them out.
And no, Cammy was not dressed like she is in the games.
No. I don't even know if they say her name in it. I've seen that movie a couple times just because I love it. It's so terrible.
Let's see. Name the Scooby-Doo co-stars that also co-starred in a film based on an 80s arcade game. You have to just name the actors.
Co-stars?
Yep. 2 people that are in Scooby-Doo. The movie.
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yes, that's one of them.
Okay.
One of the other co-stars.
The lady who plays Velma?
Nope.
I don't remember her name either. Which sucks, because she was just in something I watched. She was just in Guardians 3. She plays Lila. Yeah. And she also plays Hawkeye's wife, so... You know, we're kind of close to my joke of, like, Rocket Raccoon and, like, Hawkeye having a romance. We're kind of close to that.
We were looking for...
Kinda.
Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard.
That was going to be my other guess.
They were in the Wing Commander movie.
What the fuck is that?
And seeing Matthew Lillard, seeing him with short blonde hair is weird. It's like a buzz cut.
He had a short haircut in Scream as well. Although buzz cut Matthew Lillard is probably scary looking.
Scary looking.
Look, the man was in a horror movie.
Oh no.
He can be scary.
Oh no. Can we stump a Star Wars expert? Bring it.
Oh well, fun fact, Sebastian is like the biggest Star Wars weeb on the planet. He's currently just trucking right through Clone Wars. So like, we got an ace in the hole here.
Well, here's your first question. You can answer too, Neil.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave it to Sebastian.
I
leave
didn't
it to the
know
pro.
this. I did not know this first one when I did this. So I'm like, huh? It says, what creature did Luke Skywalker milk in The Last Jedi?
It's a great question for another time.
I don't think they ever say the thing's name, so this is one of those you gotta look on the internet. I think.
Sorry, Sebs, that got me. That got me a little bit. Mostly
that's going to be the answer for everything. Like, oh, how did this happen? Oh, well, somehow.
Yeah, somehow the Emperor came back. I have no idea what that creature is called, Pat.
It's
I have
called
no fucking idea.
It's called a thalassiren. Yeah, you know, that creature everyone's heard of.
That is a strange name. So chat, since I got nothing better to do with my life, let's do a hardcore mode. Let's just go in, delete everything we just did, and play a hardcore mode.
What important role model in J.J. Abrams' life was Maz Kanata based on? Who the hell knows that?
That's
what I thought.
Maybe his grandpa, because he like named the entire like Star Trek timeline that he worked on, the Kelvin era, after his grandpa. So maybe it was him?
It is based on his English teacher. Was she old and crusty looking?
Was she short and had giant goggles and made vague allusions that she may have known the Jedi Order, but also maybe she didn't?
The real answer is she didn't know how to write a Star Wars movie. That's where he took inspiration from.
What card game does Lando... What card game does Lando lose the Millennium Falcon over?
Sabak.
Yep. No, that's not why I say it correctly.
My inner nerd is showing, because the reason I know that has nothing to do with Star Wars movies, cartoons, or anything. I went to the theme park and it was for sale, and I was like, oh, it's called Sabak, huh?
I actually didn't
What
know
did-
it was called before that.
What did George Lucas famously say after his first private screening of The Phantom Menace?
Wow, these idiots really bought it, or ate it up. They really
Everybody's
fought
in
my
love
troll
with
No,
it.
number.
the public hasn't seen it yet at this point. It's private screening.
We did some good work here, guys.
Best thing in the movie's Jar Jar, and everyone's gonna love
So
him.
you would think you would think he would say that's like, oh, this is the best. It's interesting what he says.
Oh? Did he say, hey, I'm gonna make this movie, and then in about
I just
5
read-
years, 10 years, I'm gonna
He
sell it off to
says,
Disney?
He says, I may have gone too far in some places. You think, George? You think? I love how he was aware of it, but he's like, nah, we're done.
I just love the idea of George being in the theater and being like, my hubris! My
Yeah.
hubris!
You're just like, George, you knew it.
Spent so much time on if we could. Didn't think of if we should.
According to C-3PO, what are the odds of Han Solo successfully navigating an asteroid field? I know what scene he's talking about, but I don't remember what it says.
I don't know the exact number. He like says a ton of them. It's like something
great.
million, something billion to 1. It's like a bunch of numbers.
99.99.
Yeah, it's something like that. I remember in the Family Guy parody they make fun of it with Quagmire going, Han, you don't understand. The odds are 13 to 1, and he's like, never tell me that. Oh wait, those aren't actually that bad. Yeah, let's keep doing this.
It's 3,720 to 1.
Okay, so it's not millions. For some reason, I was imagining it was like 300 million, 65 trillion, shit like that.
You're probably thinking of how many languages C-3PO can speak.
Probably.
I am C-3PO.
What is the proper name for hollow chess?
Oh god, I used to know this.
I was say, where the hell would we have heard that?
I used to know it forever ago. I know, like, in my brain there's just so much random Star Wars shit that I know for a fact I used to know this, but for Dejeric? Is that what it's called?
Yes, it is Dejeric.
I guess I've remembered it. They sell that at the theme park, too. Maybe that's where I learned it.
Oop. How do you spell Kashyyyk?
Oh, it's...
H-Y-Y-K... Y-Y-Y-K.
Yep.
I'm glad Skylar spoke up for the spelling question, because I was going to be useless here.
I would have gone double Y. Skylar would have had me beat.
What planet are the Yasm found on? The what?
The what?
The fuck's a Yasm?
The gasm?
It's what happens when you're really happy during sex.
Oh, a Yasm is that... It's that stupid creature that's in that one scene in Return of the Jedi where they're singing. He's the one who does the deeper voice stuff. He's the one that go down his throat.
Oh, the weird fuzzball looking dude?
Yeah.
Can we blow up that planet? Can we just get rid of those guys?
They are from Endor. So we're gonna have to kill the Ewoks too.
No, we can spare. We'll get the Ewoks to team up. I'm sure they don't like them.
Just don't go looking for them at night.
Honestly, I'm okay with that species existing if the one with the fucking mouths, like the one that was singing in Jabba's palace, if we can get rid of them.
Okay, this is a Legends question. What is the name of Dash Rendar's ship? Do you know who that is, first off?
I know Dash Rendar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ship, though.
It was like a parody of the Millennium Falcon, right? So it was like maybe another bird name?
Titanic 2.
It is the Outrider.
You see, now that you said that, I do remember like one of the books talking about them on the Outrider.
So
That's a game that scared me when I was younger.
Yeah. So why is this question? Why is this question so late in the quiz? What legendary metal is used to create the Mandalorian armor?
Adamantium.
Neale.
Adamantium. It's adamantium.
Yes, it is Beskar.
Oh, my mistake. Vibranium.
It is Beskar.
This may not have been a good strategy on my part.
What is... Let's see. What is Grand Admiral Thrawn's real name?
Jim.
Jim.
Thrawn,
He's got a real name.
Jim, my loyal assistant. You shall now be called Admiral. Grand Admiral Thrawn.
His real name is Mithra Naruto.
No, we can just have a normal name.
His name's Naruto?
You see, I read that book and I didn't even know he was called that. So like,
I need to read that one because that one's apparently really good.
it's not bad. I would recommend reading Tarkin over it. I think Tarkin's the better book.
What popular band was cut from the final version of Attack of the Clones?
Attack of the Clones. Like a real life band?
Yes.
Bee Gees.
No.
Jefferson
Dude,
Starship.
Watched that movie like a couple months ago, so I would have read this at the time, but
Yeah.
CDC.
That's something Sebs does, chat. When you watch movies, you look up trivia about them, right?
I like to learn about the movie, yeah.
I should honestly do that. I feel like that's a cool viewing experience.
The answer is in sync.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
That would
know.
have been hilarious. They should have been in the movie.
Joey Fatone was almost in Star Wars?
Damn it.
That blows my
Okay.
damn mind.
Which Star Wars Lego set has the most pieces? We have the Millennium Falcon, the Imperial Star Destroyer, the Death Star, or the AT-AT Walker.
Wait, could you repeat the question?
Death Star?
Which Lego set has the most pieces?
It's gotta be the Death Star, right? It's gotta be.
I'm gonna go with the Imperial Destroyer. I'll take the Dark Horse.
It is.
Maybe.
Well, the Destroyer is fucking huge, too. Like,
It really is.
I saw... And obviously this was fake and the guy was in on it. But, like, I saw, like, a clip from the Conan show where, one of his, like, writers, who is a really big Star Wars fan, and the whole joke with him... They bring him on a couple times. I can't remember his name. But the whole joke with this guy is he's very deadpan and doesn't react to a bunch of the stuff that Conan does. So they were doing like an interview with Harrison Ford, who, you know, Harrison Ford is not a big fan of Star Wars. And this guy walks out and he's like, hey, can you sign my Star Destroyer Lego that he built? And he's like, oh, sure. And then Harrison Ford just destroys it in front of him. I feel like that's gotta be, like, an in-on-it moment. Because, you know, if I were that guy, I'd fucking murder Harrison Ford in that moment.
The answer is the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, it is the Falcon, then.
Mhm.
Okay, then it might have been a Falcon he signed, then? I can't remember. Whatever it was
was a
fucking
Millennium
huge. Did you watch it,
was the
too?
Millennium Falcon because I remember watching the clip of him destroying it and just like not having any emotion on his face because Harrison Ford's an asshole sometimes.
I don't think... I have to imagine he was in on it. Because I
Yeah,
feel...
everything that happens in those late night shows is like rehearsed.
Although there are clearly, like, me and Sky noticed, we like it when this guy comes out. I showed Sky these videos too, if I'm remembering correctly. Because sometimes he isn't acting, and you can tell he, like, breaks and laughs a little bit. Me and Sky were, like, watching for the moments when, like, it gets the best of him and he smiles. By the way, chat, once again, I'm in hardcore mode now. So if I die, that's just the end.
Let's see, which of these Star Wars movies is the only film to have the camera pan up after the iconic opening, rather than down?
Rogue One.
You sound sure of that.
Wait, Rogue One doesn't have an opening crawl, does it?
I don't know, is that your answer?
I'm doubting myself now. For some reason in my head I was like, oh, it's gotta be Rogue One. That's the one that's really different. But, like, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if Rogue One had the crawl. Oh, God. Someone else guess. I want to think about it.
I'll go Last Jedi.
Also, Christy is back with spicy chicken.
It is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Is there any reason why?
I don't know.
George just thought, hey, I'll mix it up this time. Keep them
What
on their
famous-
toes.
What famous
So really
voice
rock
is
the world.
what famous voice is behind General Grievous's cough?
General Kenobi.
Not that voice, his cough.
Wait, The
It's not the same
cough is
person.
separate?
Yes.
They brought in an expert for the cough.
Well, if they brought in a coughing expert, it's gotta be Snoop Dogg. Get it? Get it, chat? It's a pot joke. Oh, hi, Luna. Welcome in. What is this? This is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. It's a game I used to play when I was a kid.
I
love it.
Star Wars trivia.
Oh yeah, we're also doing
This
Star
is-
Wars trivia. Also,
The answer
Christy,
is-
welcome back with your chicken.
The answer is, it is George Lucas.
Notorious heavy smoker, George Lucas.
That's
He was
so...
sick on. He was sick that at some point and they recorded his coughs. Thought it would fit with the.
George Lucas. I hate the idea of them being like, "Oh, you're sick, George. We should give this character a cough." And the only reason I say that is because George does shit like that. Like, have you heard about the Moraband Koraband thing?
No.
So, the place of the Sith and Sebastian, you'll know about this more than I do, but like the homeworld of the Sith in
Korriban.
Korriban in the Old Republic video games is a place called Korriban, and it is definitively the place where the Sith come from. Now, they were doing Clone Wars, the show, and they decided, oh, let's go to Korriban. Let's have Yoda go to Korriban. And George spoke up and said, I don't think Korriban's a cool name anymore. Can we change it to Moraban? And they were like, but George, that's the name. And George Lucas was like, yeah, but I don't like it anymore. Let's just say it's Moraband. So they made the planet Moraband, which is either a retcon or it's like a different planet, which is now the Sith homeworld. I gotta be real, I don't fully understand it. But I think it's really dumb to go, oh, I don't like this name anymore, let's just change it, after you've already established the lore with it.
Somehow the planet's name changed.
Maybe it could be an over time thing, like, obviously, like, I don't know, fucking, the Old Republic takes place in the far past, so maybe they could actually say that. Maybe the planet's name changed. But George literally only changed it because he thought it sounded cooler. You got any more trivia to hit us in the dick with, Pat? My dick's ready for your trivia. Oh wait, Pat's dead. Well, Luna, how was your day? I am joined by Skylar. I am joined by Sebastian. And I am joined by Pat, who is currently dead and gone. But don't worry, he'll resurrect soon. Slept most of it? I feel that shit. I have had sleepy days. Although today was kind of an all over the place day. Today was kind of hectic, I'll be honest. Today was not a great day for me. But I'm having fun now, chatting with my buddies about some Star Wars. And also our Titanic 2 fanfictions. I should have gotten more boomerangs before coming here, chat. This is dangerous. My health is low. And if I die, that is the end. We need to find some more health. So, yeah, you weren't here when I mentioned that, Luna. I'm in hardcore mode, so if I die, it's over. Need to find health. Fuck you, blue tongues. Oh, fun. Yeah, I don't play this mode that often. I thought, fuck it, because I finished the game on stream, so I was like, well, what do I do now? Speaking of which, what games are you guys playing?
I was playing DVD, but now I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
I still don't have access to DVD right now. I haven't paid the old PS Plus bill yet, but I will be doing that either Friday or potentially tomorrow. I have a little bit of money coming in. I definitely want to resume some of the Let's Plays I was doing, but had to stop because of that. I was wondering why your currency was so low. Well, you know, we went on the big trip to Michigan, and Caleb's car had many a problem, as you are well familiar with, Christy. Oh my god, I haven't even told you guys that. Caleb's exhaust pipe fell off of his car on the way back from the Christie visit. And his fucking serpentine belt broke. We really had to limp home. We had a lot of car troubles. Was it on the highway? So it fell off right after we pulled into a McDonald's. The serpentine belt did go out on the highway, but the good thing about the serpentine belt, according to Caleb, is we actually could have pushed the car for another 2 hours if we needed to. But we did have a spare serpentine belt because, again, I predicted a lot of things would go wrong, so I essentially spent all of our, like, safety net budget on making sure we had shit for the car. Luna comments, Jesus? Yeah. We were a little unprepared, but, like, we caught it. We were ready. We adapted. What are you playing, Sebastian?
Since we've started this, I've, like, cycled through a couple of different things. Right now I'm playing Overwatch.
Is it fun?
I mean, it's something. I just don't want to start, like, everything I have besides this would be me starting something new, and I don't want to start something while we're streaming, just in case it's something I need to hear.
Yeah, that's fair. I am still very excited to do Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I believe Chance is actually playing.
He was playing Fallen
Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, let me see if I can shout out Chance, actually. I don't do this a ton, so I don't know if I even remember how to shout out. But, I'm gonna try it.
I want to get Survivor. It looks really fun.
It looks really, really good. As a Star Wars nerd, it looks really good. God, I don't know how to shout him out. Chance hasn't streamed for a while, to my knowledge. Was he streaming earlier? I know he was playing Star Wars Jedi. Although, Christy, you follow him more than I do, so you would probably know better than me.
That's quite the question.
Oh?
The original release of A New Hope had 2 dewbacks roaming around Tatooine. Yeah, the one where they show off the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
How many are in the digital special edition?
I'm gonna say a solid 12. Oh, Sebastian shot higher than me.
With the CGI.
I know they added in a Kadu as well. They added in a couple weird creatures. I still don't have health for this, chat. This is gonna end bad for me. Skylar, you got a number guess?
No idea.
Throw out a number. Any number.
Off the board are 12 and 87.
7.
Okay, so 7, 12, and 87.
The answer is 7.
Ooh,
Whoa!
Skylar nailed it.
Skylar, get out of my brain.
Why are there that many fucking lizards?
Skylar, don't look at... Skylar, if you're in my head, don't look in that corner. You don't want to see what's over there.
It's me. I'm in the corner.
Damn it, don't look at my Kneale collection.
Hi, it's me, Skylar. Welcome to the Kneale collection part of Pat's brain.
Like Kneale's here.
There's a lot of us here. We got me and Kneale, we got Neil Druckmann, we got Neil deGrasse Tyson. We got a couple Neils.
Darth Vader's
Neil depressed Tyson.
I said Neil deGrasse Tyson, Skylar.
Neil's going through a tough time right now. That's why
you be nice to Neil depressed Tyson. He's having a rough go.
Darth Vader's chest plate has written words etched in around the buttons. What language is the writing in? I did not know there was anything written on it.
Is it Orabesh?
No, it's an actual language.
Arabic.
Spanish.
It is. It is Hebrew. Oh, why Hebrew?
Oh god, these fuckers might be the end of my run, chat. I didn't bring a boomerang to equip for these guys.
How old was Padme Amidala when she took the role of Queen?
Wasn't...
14.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I know the song. He's over there flirting on the Queen, only he's just 9 and she's 14. Yeah, Sebastian's right. It's 14.
Yes, it is 14.
Yes, Weird Al is how I remember my Star Wars trivia.
What is the lowest ranked? What is the lowest ranked Star Wars film on Rotten Tomatoes?
Is it Solo?
I would like it to be Rise of Skywalker, but I
Is it what?
I said Solo.
Like
Episode 2.
Shit.
Did you Google it?
Did I Google it?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm trying to... What did I say? Lowest rated?
Lowest.
Lowest rated Star Wars. I'm just trying to make sure it's still correct.
I would also like it to be some of the sequel trilogy, but I don't think it is.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's Solo for some reason.
Huh. Oh, there we go. Give me all the movies so I can see. Thank you. Oh, go down. It is. It is Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that dumpster fire.
18%. Oh,
Just out of curiosity, what is the lowest like actual movie? Like,
it's it is The Phantom Menace.
Huh, really?
animated movies aren't actual movies.
I don't consider that one to be an actual movie.
I also would not consider that one to be an actual movie. That movie is horseshit. We gotta raise this baby Jabba. And let's call him Stinky. Right, Sky Guy?
In the sequel trilogy, what planet houses the main resistance base?
In the sequel trilogy?
Yep.
Fuck. I used to know this. I don't know. I know they go to Crate at one point.
It is Dakar.
Which car?
Dakar?
That car.
Oh, Dakar.
Luna says may grind some dungeons in Final Fantasy 14. I know that's a game you mentioned you play. Dakar. By the way, My brother got to go to Disney World during their like 100th celebration thing. Apparently they had like a lot more exclusive Star Wars shit, and I am so jealous he got to go there. I want to murder him and take his place. Even though he's already gone. So it would accomplish nothing. Yet I still wish to do it. Well, enjoy your Final Fantasy. It's the last one. Make it count.
One you'll get.
It's pretty damn final. Despite there being several other games. Alright, we might as well get this mission out of the way. This one's very easy to die on, so I'm gonna be careful. I'm AFK at the moment. Of course, yeah, you gotta type to us, assholes.
You don't have to.
Are there any more...
Appreciate that you do.
Are there any more, questions on the survey, Pat? Have we proved our Star Wars proness enough? Proness sounds like
A personal problem.
well, it kind of sounds like proness sounds kind of like slang for a penis of some sort. I'm just not sure what kind of penis
Kneale,
it would
your
be.
pronus is showing.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Let me just get that put away right there. Do I have a big pronus? Is my pronus large?
You don't brag about your pronus.
I'm not bragging about my pronus. I'm just asking you how you feel about my pronus.
It's pronus.
Well, I'm glad you like my pronus. This is a dumb joke, but I kind of love it. And you know what you approving of it is? That's broness.
It's bonus to talk about the bonus of your pronus.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
I can't think of another us thing to reply to that
Okay,
with, but yes. Yeah.
Final question.
Bonus.
Name as many actors as you can that are both a part of both that have been in both the MCU and the Star Wars universe.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Mhm.
That's the easy one.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Jesus! Oh no! Okay, everything's fine. The guy who plays Poe Dameron.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaacs, yes.
Yeah.
I
Natalie
believe,
Portman.
if you believe the rumors, Adam Driver is about to join this list. Because the rumors say he is our Mr. Fantastic.
An odd Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
that's
Nat-
weird casting too.
Natalie Portman is one.
Oh god. Oh god. Christy comments, he's seen your pronus, how scandalous. And when we were doing the pronus joke, Christy said, yes.
You stand pronus?
I think Christy stands bonuses.
Mads Mikkelsen's another one. I can't
Yeah.
remember who he plays.
Mads Nicholson plays
He was
Galen
the villain in
Urso.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's Caecilius and Galen Urso. Other Star Wars actors. Oh, the fucking dude who plays, he's in Andor, but he's also in Thor. I can't remember any character's name right off the back of my head, but he's the scientist in Thor. The guy who doesn't wear pants in the sequel.
The old fella?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember his name. Something Sovic or something?
So this guy mentioned one, but I'm not going to count it because that's not out yet. He mentioned Amelia Clark.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She's going to be in Secret Invasion. That don't count.
Well, here's the thing, though. Donald Glover. Because he was also in Solo. And he was in Homecoming. I'm struggling to think of more. I know there is a bit of crossover there. I think the big ones are Samuel L. Jackson and Oscar Isaac. We only have a couple missions left before we fight the first boss, Joe. I have no idea for more. I can't think of any more. Unless
Paul
Robert
Bettany.
Downey Jr. was secretly an Ugnaught.
Paul Bettany.
That's true. I can't remember
who he
his
played in
character's
Star
name
Wars.
either. Yeah, but he's Vision, which is cool.
Andy Serkis. Well, that's
Well-
right.
Andy Serkis was in Andor.
Yeah, and he's Snoke.
Yeah. But he was really good in Andor. He had, like, the
Benicio-
best episode.
Benicio del Toro. Who was he in
Benicio
the
del
MCU?
Toro was in the MCU?
Who was he in the MCU? You think I'd recognize?
Oh, wait.
He's recognizable. You think I know that?
Was he the Collector? I think
yeah,
he
he
was. Yeah, and he played DJ in the sequel trilogy. So chat, what this is the tutorial for the game, and I already know how to play the game. So we're just going to go through it really fast, because it does count as a
Okay,
mission.
that one I wouldn't have thought of. Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker's in a Marvel movie? Who did he play in the MCU?
I don't remember.
Me neither.
Lupita Nyong'o. I don't remember who she is in Star Wars. Who's she?
Was she in Marvel?
She's the Black Panther's girlfriend. No, not girlfriend, but the sister, the bald sister, I believe.
Oh, Okoye?
Jon Favreau.
That's true. He plays Happy and Paz Vizsla.
Ben Mendelsohn. I know that name.
Also true. He plays Krennic and he plays the Skrull from Captain Marvel, aka the best part of Captain Marvel.
And then some other people I don't know their name. I don't know who they are. Well, I know I've heard of Richard Armitage, but I don't know who that is. Like, I've heard the name.
Me neither.
And Peter Serafinowicz. I've heard that name. His last name's weird, but I don't know who he is. And Hannah John Kamen.
Star-Lord, man.
What kind of shit is that? Let's see, we got a sci-fi quiz.
I don't know shit about size and fies.
We got horror movies. That's the horror movie quiz. How much do we know about Pokemon? I don't know shit.
I think we're all pros. I think we should do the Pokemon quiz.
Pokemon's gotta touch. No, don't touch them all. That's not.
You can touch some of them.
No.
You can touch the ones you're friends with.
How much do people know about Marvel? You challenging me? I feel threatened. Challenged.
You are being threatened.
Right.
This list lives to, like, insult you.
Go away, Kevin Hart. I don't need your ad right now.
When will you ever need Kevin Hart's ad?
I don't know.
Imagine if you're starving in the desert, Pat, and the
Probably.
I would not.
Oh. Okay, so this first half of this quiz is called Guess the Origin. So I'm going to give you the character's origin story, and you have to tell me who that character is.
Crimson Dynamo.
A failed attempt at recreating a failed attempt at recreating this character accidentally created the Hulk.
Abomination.
That's what I would have thought, but apparently that's incorrect.
Captain America.
I don't think that... Is that true?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
They were trying to recreate the super soldier serum.
I don't think... Did they mention that in the Incredible Hulk movie?
Oh yeah, it's mentioned very quickly, and there's like a paper that confirms it was about Steve Rogers' Captain America. Mm-hmm. But I think super soldier serum is stated by name. I'm pretty sure that's how it was in the comics, too. That's why I remember it.
This person has multicolored hair and it's driving me fucking nuts. It's driving me nuts because it's so awfully done.
Is this a character? Is this part of the quiz?
No, it's a person. It's a video. It's the person doing the quiz.
Oh, okay.
But it's like really patchwork and awful looking. It's not like done right. It's like, dude, get a professional to do that. Clearly you didn't.
I was gonna say, there are so many Marvel characters with shitty hair.
Let's see, this character's a complicated backstory. Initially sent the Maximoff twins, Wanda and Pietro, in case you didn't know that, down a path of villainy.
So this is strictly an MCU quiz.
I mean, not necessarily. Because I didn't know that Hulk thing was in the MCU. I was like, what the hell's that story?
Well, when it says the Maximoff twins on a path of villainy, immediately I want to answer Magneto, because that's their pops.
When I first heard that, I'm like, oh, it's easy.
Well, if we're
wasn't in the multiple choice.
if we're following the MCU, it's probably Iron Man, because
it is Iron Man.
Yeah, it was his missile that blew up their parents.
Mm-hmm.